potential risks?
So, sun in along with the visible light in sun exposure, there's also the exposure to UVA and UVB radiations.
So what is SPF and why should we keep it in mind while buying the sunscreen?
So, SPF means sun protection factor. It is the measure of protection against specifically UVB rays.
What are the types of sunscreen and how to select the best one for us?
Usually, there are sunscreens which has both physical and chemical filters, which are ideal because they give you a broad spectrum protection. But if you are somebody who has a sensitive skin, you can go for purely physical filters.
To look beautiful and smart at all times has been a quest for humans ever since the start of civilization. Skin health is important, but it's crucial during the summer season because of the high rising temperature and increased sun exposure. So today we are here with a session for you where we tell you that summer skin health isn't just about aesthetics. It's also about preventing damage to your skin like sunburns, pigmentation, premature aging, and also you have to focus on maintaining the hydration of your skin. So today we are going to empowering you with so many practical strategies to help you achieve that radiant glowy skin. So today to educate us all on why sunscreen is important not only during the summer season but throughout the year, we have the renowned dermatologist and cosmetologist Dr. Priyanka Karagaya. Welcome, Dr. Priyanka Karagaya. It's so nice to see you here. So, our first question to you is goodness, you look so fit and beautiful. What's the secret of your beauty?
Thank you so much, firstly. So, the secret is healthy diet, some exercise, and a very simple skincare routine, which comprises of a cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. And I treat myself sometimes.
That's so good to hear. So, my first question to you will be what are the key challenges our skin faces during the summer season because the temperature is very high, sun exposure is highest. So, what are the main things which actually affect our skin?
So, firstly, the higher temperature, the higher UV exposure, and also the humidity is too much, because of which you end up sweating a lot. So, these are the challenges that we face. And because of this, there's a higher risk of sunburns and then some photodermatosis, like what we call PMLE. And there's also the general risk of tanning and excessive dryness and the dryness related skin disorders.
Okay, that's very informative. My next question to you will be how exactly does sun exposure affect us and what are the potential risks?
So, sun exposure, along with the visible light, you also have the UV radiations that touch your skin. So, because of the UV radiations, firstly, there is tanning, and then there is free radical damage that keeps happening. So, when you're exposed to sun over a long period of time, because of the free radical damage, there's a chance of premature aging, there's chance of fine lines and wrinkles coming at a very early age. Then there is tanning, which is very common in our Indian skin because of the brown skin tone and the
Mhm.
high melanin content. And very rarely, there's also a risk of skin cancers.
That's very informative. Now, I'd like to ask you what are the key challenges that our skin faces during the summer season?
So the challenges are higher temperatures, higher UV exposure, and also the humidity is high, because of which there's excessive sweating, which can clog your pores and it can cause acne breakouts. And there's always a chance of tanning, excessive dryness, and irritation of the skin.
So, how does sun exposure exactly affect our skin and what are the potential risks?
So, sun in along with the visible light in sun exposure, there's also the exposure to UVA and UVB radiations.
Mhm.
These radiations cause something called as free radical damage, because of which, firstly, there is tanning. Secondly, there is premature aging, which causes early appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And very rarely, there's also a risk of skin cancer, which has increased over the last few years because of the ozone depletion and higher UVB exposure.
All of us have like lengthy skincare routines nowadays because the awareness has started to be a lot right now these days. So I would like to ask you what is the cornerstone of a very, a good summer skincare routine when we refer to that. So what should be the cornerstone of a good skincare routine?
So the cornerstone should be protection and hydration. So
Mhm.
firstly, to hydrate yourself, use a good moisturizer. Secondly, use a sunscreen which helps you protect against the summer UV rays,
Mhm.
and also keep yourself internally hydrated, because dehydration is a very legit concern in summer.
So, how does a sunscreen exactly play a role in our skincare routine, and what to look for in a sunscreen? A few days ago, I was out in the supermarket and I was looking for a sunscreen. There's so many options in the market, and it's very hard to choose one. So, what should we look for in an effective sunscreen?
So, first thing that you look for in a sunscreen is broad spectrum. We're not just exposed to UVB, we're also exposed to UVA. So, in broad spectrum is something which covers both radiations. And nowadays, most of us are, people who sit in front of the screen for a very long time. We may not have direct sun exposure. So, nowadays, you also have to look for a visible light filter or tinted sunscreens. So this will help protect against the blue light and prevent certain conditions like melasma. The other thing is sweat resistant and water resistant. If you're somebody who's into outdoor activities, or you're going on a trek, or you're swimming, these are the two other things that you have to look for. Then the other important thing is, especially when you're using for face, neck, and areas like this, you have to also look for non-comedogenic, because otherwise it can clog pores and also cause acne breakouts.
So, I was very excited to meet you, and I remember that I purchased this sunscreen recently, and it's very smooth. The texture is very nice, but I don't know how to properly apply it. So, could you please tell me the proper and correct way to apply it?
May I please?
Yes.
So, firstly, this is a SPF 50 sunscreen, and it means it gives good protection, and it is also oil free, non comedogenic. So, the right way is to see the nozzle size. It is a medium sized nozzle, so you would need approximately two finger breadth. So, if you put it along your fingers, so just like two finger breadth, that would be enough to cover your face and neck. So, if you're looking for other body parts like the entire arm, you would need around three fingers. That would be enough for like full arms, one full arm. And for your entire legs, you would need at least six finger tips. So, and if you're covering the entire body, you would need a shot glass full of sunscreen, that is almost like half the tube, to cover the entire body.
Sure.
So that would be the right way to apply. And usually do not rub the sunscreen too much, just gently layer it on top of your skin and massage till it gets absorbed.
Okay. For my next question, there's a misconception going around that you should only wear sunscreen on sunny days. You shouldn't wear your sunscreen every day. So, my question to you is, should I wear sunscreen every day or only sunny days or afternoons?
Sunscreen is for everyday use, no matter what day it is, whether it is sunny, whether it is cloudy, or even if you're working indoors. Because of the blue light, you may develop other conditions like melasma. So even when you're indoors, it is mandatory to use sunscreen if you want to maintain a good skin, and if you want to avoid pigmentation, if you want to avoid premature aging, it is a must.
So, while we are out buying sunscreens, there's always one thing we see, which is SPF levels. So, what is SPF and why should we keep it in mind while buying the sunscreen?
So SPF means sun protection factor. It is a measure of protection against specifically UVB rays.
Mhm.
So higher the SPF, higher the protection. The minimum SPF that you have to look for is at least 30. 50 is preferable. 50 and above is always good. And it protects your skin for longer also.
Mhm. While choosing the sunscreen, there are also many other factors. Something called boot star rating and PA rating. So,
Yes.
could you please differentiate between the two and tell us the importance of each?
Bootstar rating and PA rating both are measures against the protection against UVA rays. So, like SPF is for UVB rays, and Bootstar and PA is for UVA rays. So, the minimum Bootstar rating or PA rating that you have to is 3 plus or more.
Mhm.
Usually, 5 is maximum, 3 or more is always desirable.
Okay. Now, there's always a specific amount of sunscreen that should be applied, right? I'd like you to specify that amount for me, and also please tell our viewers and us that how often during the day should we apply the sunscreen?
So the measure I've already told you, it is two finger breadth for your face and neck, and three for your entire arms, six for your entire legs, and for your chest and back it is again six. and 6,
Mhm.
and a shot glass full for your entire body.
How is the effectiveness of a sunscreen measured?
So the effectiveness of a sunscreen is measured by a lot of parameters. Firstly, the SPF, then you have the PA rating, then you have the sweat and water resistance. Then it is also measured by whether it is non-comedogenic or comedogenic. So all these decide the effectiveness of the sunscreen, and the most important factor is how you apply it. If you're heading out, at least apply 30 minutes before heading out, so the effectiveness is brought out to its potential.
For my next question, I'd like to ask you what are the types of sunscreen and how to select the best one for us?
So there are two types of filters: physical filters and chemical filters. Usually there are sunscreens which has both physical and chemical filters, which are ideal because they give you a broad spectrum protection. But if you are somebody who has a sensitive skin, you can go for purely physical filters which contain zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. And for children also, we prefer purely physical sunscreens.
Okay, so there are many types of skin types. Many people have acne prone skin. So which sunscreen would you recommend for the people who have acne prone skin?
So if you're acne prone, always look for something non-comedogenic. Look for something lightweight. You can go for gel-based or water-based sunscreen. Nowadays, you also get silicone-based matte sunscreen, which are also non-comedogenic. So you can go for one of these, and you can always consult your dermatologist to provide you the right type of sunscreen.
And which are the best sunscreens to put on children or infants to protect them from suntan?
For children, physical sunscreens are the best. Children above the age of 6 months can start using sunscreen, but I wouldn't personally recommend for everybody. In case if you're going out for a vacation or you're playing out in the sun for too long, then you can use sunscreen on a regular basis.
So as we know, there are many formulations for the sunscreen: spray, gel, lotion. There are so many choices. So according to our skin type, can we decide on one of them formulations?
So basically, for the face, which is less hairy, you can go either for the cream based or gel based or matte sunscreen. If it's for the body type, because of the spreadability, lotion is a better choice. And for the hairy areas, gel based sunscreens are better.
Dr. Priyanka, it's so nice talking to you today. And since it's National Sunscreen Day, 27th May 24, so what are some tips you would like to give to our viewers? Because see, the global warming is very high right now. The temperature is rising every year. Earlier, every year, throughout the year, it would be less heat. But right now, it is very heated. It's like the sunny season goes all year round. So, what are your tips on maintaining their skin during this time?
Eat healthy, hydrate yourself, and have a very good basic skincare routine which comprises of a moisturizer and sunscreen. Sunscreen is the most important thing, especially in a tropical country like ours, and also in case of this hot season where there are heat waves going on. And I think this you're good to go with this.
Thank you so much for your precious time, Dr. Priyanka. We really, really appreciate your advice, and we feel like your advice would also help our viewers not only achieve a skin which is like protected from harmful effect of sun rays, but also get a shiny, radiant, glowy skin this summer. And thank you so much, viewers. And don't forget to stay connected with us on the hashtag Sunscreen Must podcast. We are available on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Priyanka Karagaya. I'm a consultant dermatologist and director at Riva Skin Hair and Aesthetic Clinic. It is in Hennur Road, Bangalore. I have done my MD dermatology from the prestigious Bangalore Medical College, and I've also done my MRC SCE certification from UK. And I'm a aesthetic dermatologist and cosmetologist from Bangalore. I have worked as a consultant dermatologist in one of the leading aesthetic chains in Bangalore, and then I started my own clinic. We offer various solutions, including clinical dermatology cases and aesthetic cases, and we also have a very good track record in trichology cases where we have helped numerous patients to grow back their hair and also gain their confidence.